Everyone, welcome to the final week, week 14 of EDC 515. I just want to take a moment to walk you through expectations for how to finish this course. So let me share my screen. All right, here we are, week 14 to-do list. Y'all, we are just about finished. We just have really two more things left. Um, And after I crunch this video, I'll put it right here so you can watch this. Most important deadline and the last assignment that you have left is your lesson plan reflection and impact on future practice paper. It is due Tuesday, December 9th by basically midnight. And really looking forward to reading that. So let's talk about what goes into that paper and how to approach it. Step one, I would ask you to go to the discussion forum where your peers uploaded the critique and evaluation of your lesson plan. Pull their critique down, read through it, and kind of think through the comments that your classmates made about your lesson plan. So the first step would be reading your classmates' critique to develop a lesson plan reflection. Here are the things that go into that reflection. First of all, there is a rubric for it, so you could pull up that rubric and look at it. I'm expecting the length of this to be around 3 to 5 pages, double space. Things you can discuss in this reflection would be how you felt about learning about the SIOP model this semester, the processes of going component by component of the textbook, filling out the graphic organizer, reading the case studies at the end of each chapter and how the three different vignettes of the teachers were graded or evaluated and kind of how you learned through that. And then go to your classmates' feedback and integrate feedback from your classmate. What were your takeaways from that feedback based on what your classmate said about your lesson plan? What things could you have done differently? And then finally, reflect upon future practice. So, what are some of the biggest takeaways from learning, taking a deep dive into the SIOP lesson plan this semester? You could base this off of where you're at in your teaching career. If you're a veteran teacher, you could kind of reflect upon how, if any, did this course change your practice? Might you do some things differently than you never did before? Or maybe what are things you've always done that SIOP just sort of reified or strengthened so that you continue doing that? If you're a pre-service teacher or an early career teacher, think through how, if any, did this course change your ideas about your practice? What things will you do in the future because of the SIOP model and learning about it? Anytime you get a chance in this paper, drop some citations in there. Of course, you can cite our textbook. That would be an obvious choice. But we read some other readings throughout the semester or readings from other classes that you could use as well to support your ideas in this reflection paper. So there's a assignments folder on D2L Brightspace to upload this paper so that it's attached to the gradebook and you can get your final grade. It's only worth 10% of your overall grade, but it's a nice way to finish the class. And then finally, I would ask you to please, please, please complete the idea or the course evaluation for this class. I really look forward to reading my students' thoughts about the courses that I teach, things that you all like, things that I can do better, ways that you felt supported, other things I can do to support future teachers and future students in this class. And it really, I know it takes 5 to 10 minutes on your part, but it's really, really appreciated by me. So please complete the course eval, and there's a link to it here. It takes you to your evaluations. Finally, thank you so much for all of your work. I hope to see you in the future in some way. And currently, I hope you have a great break. and great holiday. And yeah, take good care. Bye bye.